my favorite app, and one bonus one. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. So this video should be fairly short. I'm going to go through two different apps, but I'm going to start with my favorite #1 app of all time, which I'm going to kind of show to you guys today. And I'm going to give you a bonus one at the end that's really quick, it's free, it's really easy to use. So sit back and relax. If you want to see what my favorite app is, let's talk about it right now. Okay, this app is actually called Paste. You can see it right here. It's very, very simple, the name there, P-A-S-T-E. See it? It says your clipboard, supercharged and secure. Paste keeps everything you copy organized and searchable, lightweight, intuitive, packed with smart features, and private by design. You can see it right there. So before you get into it, let me just show you, you can actually grab this on the Apple Store. And here it is right here. You can see its ratings are very high, 4.5 out of 5, really good. Now, I'll get into the price at the end of this first segment and show you how to get it with a better value, so stay tuned for that. But first, let me just show you why this is my favorite app of all time, or at least what I use the most. I know there's better apps out there. There's more, robust apps for sure. There's things that can do way more features, but this is what I use the most every single day for my kind of workload, and I'm going to show it to you. Okay, let me just start off by showing you something very simple. And now this is not the power of Paste because you have to learn what the power is, but let me just show you the basics first. So if I took this text here, I just went like this, I hit Command-C to copy it on my Mac, Command-C to copy it. It's going to go onto the clipboard, all right? And the Mac has some stuff, they have a built-in clipboard management system now, but this is so much better with Paste. So if I want to open up Paste, you can actually set up any kind of keystrokes you want to open it up. I did Command-P, but I have it opened up over here. Here is the clipboard for inside of Paste here, and here's the text that I just actually copied here. See it right there? So now that it's in there, if I want to go into any app later on, let's say I want to go into like Pages here, and I want to click there. Whenever you have Paste open, you can go ahead and just drag whatever I did and just drop it right in there, and there's all your text, right? Not a big deal. That's very easy. There's a lot of apps that do that just fine. So you don't really need it for that. But let's go ahead and do a couple other things here just to show you. Let's say you're creating an application. Let's say you want to go ahead and do a presentation in something like PowerPoint or something where you need a whole bunch of images. Usually you would copy an image and then you'd open up the app, paste it in there, copy another image, then go ahead and paste it in there. This makes it really easy to copy them all at once and then paste them wherever you want later. Let me just show you what I mean. So let's say I wanted some of these icons here. One thing you have to note, I think you remember this, but if you hit Shift-Command-4, you get these little cross here. This will take a screenshot, all right? We don't want a screenshot. What you want to do is you want to hit Shift-Control-Command-4. So it's Shift-Control-Command-4. So it's one extra key. You're going to get the same kind of little, crosshairs here, but then you just outline the image you want and let go. And you can hear that it just copied that, all right? And what it's going to do is it's going to copy it into that Paste clipboard. Let me open up Paste. And you can see it sitting right over here. I already copied it over here. But I can copy this next one, same way, and I can copy this one. And then when I go into something like Keynote, let's just go ahead and see if I can open up Keynote here, if I can even find it. There it is. Here it is right here. What I can do then is whenever you want to open up Paste, you do your keystroke down there. Then I can just take this and I can put in the images at my own kind of speed here. So if I want another image over here, I can take this one that I just copied, put it in there. So I can go ahead and maneuver these around just like they're normal images. That's really simple too, but I can, it's easy for cutting, basically copying images and then having them go into this kind of clipboard down there and then pasting them later. But that's not where the power of this comes from. Let me show you what the power is. It's so much more than this. It's beautiful. All right, let me show you. This is where it gets really exciting. So take a look. So now I have Paste open down here, and you're going to notice right away that I have all the stuff that in my clipboard that I've copied recently, but I have these categories over here. And now what I can do with these categories is these weren't here before. I can actually go ahead, well, first of all, clipboard here, if you click on that, it's going to be all the different kind of, see this down here? It's going to be all the things I copied. If I click the right arrow, it's going to go through all the ones I've copied. Now, the true power is not leaving them in this one category here, this clipboard category. You want to remove them into these folders. The good thing with this is if you want to create folders here, these are not kind of pre-made. You go ahead and just click this plus button here, and I'm just going to do like this, sample, here, folder, like just like that. And then you hit enter. Now you have another folder there, all right? So the beauty of this thing is you can take these things. Let's say this is an image. I just showed you how to copy this image. I can take this, drag it over here, and drop this into images right there. See that? And I'm going to drop it in there. You'll notice it stays over here. but it's also now, if I click on images, it's now over here in images as well. So anything I drag into images is going to stay in my images over here for basically life until I want to get rid of it. And I'll show you a couple things in the settings, but still. So clipboard, of course, now if you want to clean up your clipboard, since I've already dragged this over to images, I can just go like this and then delete it from here if I want to. Now it's gone from my main clipboard kind of category here, but it's also in my images. I saved it there. So the beauty of this thing is things like AI prompts and stuff like that. You can copy a whole bunch of AI prompts in here, and I'm just giving you some sample ones. This is not my main computer I use this on, but I just have a couple examples in here. So let's say you copied some good AI prompts that you use all the time. This will live with you forever, right? Down here in the dock here. So let's just go ahead and let me go ahead and open up ChatGPT here. Okay, now that I'm in ChatGPT, let's open up Paste here. And remember, I actually just copy these kind of AI prompts. But once they're copied in here, if you have some good ones, you keep filling them all up here. You want to kind of title them correctly. You could just drag them right in here into any prompt with AI, and look at, it's going to basically tell you how to create, maybe this is a good way to create a photo here for you, or how you can create, whatever you want with AI prompts. You understand what they are. You obviously have preconditions of how you want it to come out. So you can go ahead and create all your AI prompts in here as well. Just have them live basically in Paste down here. But images is really important like this for images that you use all the time. So if you were creating, let's say, I always use the Apple icon on a lot of stuff that I do, and I'm always searching for it. I'm always searching, in my notes, or I'm searching for it in like my downloads, or, all those type of folders. Well, I just have it live in here. So now, like if I know I'm going to use the Apple icon again, I just open up Paste here. I click on images here, and I can just take it and drag it in here. Now I have it there again. So a lot of images can live in Paste as well. Images that you use over and over. But let's just say, like, instead of AI prompts or images, let's say you're a coder. Same thing here. You can actually put snippets of code in here, and you can actually then drag and drop them into applications that actually allow you to code. So you can have a whole bunch of code that you have that you use over and over again. Copy the snippet of it, and then it lives in here under code. Maybe you want to email people. Again, if you actually type out an email letter that you like really well, like this is going to be basically be here. I just wanted to say, thank you here. This is a thank you letter. Okay, let me go in here and then open up Pages really quickly for you if I can find it. Why can't I find anything? Okay, now that I have Pages open, I can just open up Paste here, take the letter that I want, and like this, and then I can just drop it right in here, and there's the letter. So it's a kind of a preconditioned letter for any time I want to use that. It can be a sincerity letter, it can be a thank you letter, and then you create a whole bunch of letters in there that you want to reproduce. Maybe you're in business and stuff like that, and it's all living down here in this kind of paste carousel, I guess I'd call it. But you can do hex codes in here as well. If you copy any hex code, it's also going to show the color here. So maybe you have colors that you want to save, but it shows the color behind it. See how that's kind of like a green and an orange there. Useful links. You can actually put in links in here. Of course, that's just like bookmarks, and then you can open up the bookmarks if you want. But it's really going to be images, AI prompts, code, email letters, anything that you're reusing all the time. As long as you can think of it, you just click the plus, create the folder, and then you move obviously anything you want in here. It could be maybe maps. Maybe you have a whole bunch of maps you use to send to people where your house is or something. So you would take the map here. You can actually just drag it into like a sample folder over here. If you click on this, you see the maps now in here. Then you can go back over here if you want to, and you can right click on this and rename this maps. The problem is you don't want to get your clipboard like this. You don't want to have all this stuff in here. You want to take each thing like this. This is a hex code. You want to take this, watch this, and I'm going to drag it in a hex codes over here, let go of it. Then I want to come back and just delete it here, right? So now, that thing is going to be saved in my hex codes over here, so I don't have to keep going back and finding it in my clipboard by kind of scrolling through all this stuff. So the idea is to keep this very clean here just for a day or two and keep moving them into these separate folders. Finally, for the settings here, the beauty of this is, let me go into settings in here, and we're going to open this up. So what you can do is here, you can actually sync this here to iCloud as well. It's going to, so if anything you copy in any computer and any of your systems on the same macOS, username is going to be down into Paste. It's going to go in there, and you can use it across computers as well. You can have it run in the run at login, run in the background. You can do all this stuff. You can also keep history for a month here. That's just your initial clipboard. If you move it into folders, it'll stay there forever. Or you can just save, keep everything forever, which is what I normally do in my main one. Or you can do a year here. So you can go ahead and keep things as long as you want, and then you can go in and delete them as you need to. That's really, there's also privacy built in where you can tell it, certain applications not to copy from, which is going to be like passwords and stuff like that. That's really helpful. But you get the gist of it. So overall, this is one of the coolest apps I've ever used. So if you can imagine, all of your main files that you use across all of your computers are sitting in Paste. You don't have to go into File Manager and try to find them. It's unbelievably cool, right? Now, the reason I didn't want to show you guys this before is because of the cost of it. It's around $2.50 per month, all right? That's an issue for a lot of people. It's for me, I use it every single day in all my workflows. It's just a drop in the bucket. A good way to get this, though, is to use this. Let me just show you right over here. Okay, now this is not a sponsored video or anything like that, but there's actually something called Set App right here. It's by MacPaw. And if you notice in here, if you go in here, the other thing was $2.50 a month. This one here is it's $9.99 a month, but I totally recommend this. Let me go back, because if you actually spend that, you get basically hundreds of apps here. See this? If I'm going to click on Mac, so all these apps are going to come free for $9.99, and Paste is in there. So you basically get that for free, but you get all these other ones. Clean My Mac, Bartender, you get El Dente. I mean, these are main apps, really big apps here. If I scroll down, all these apps also are included for $9.99 a month. And there's a whole bunch of good ones in here. Archiver, AirBuddy, Notes. And you get the idea. Look at all these apps that you would get. So I recommend doing it this way, getting it for $9.99, and then you actually get Paste. Or you can just buy it for $2.50 by itself. Either way, it's an incredible app there. I hope I did it justice there. But you have to just think how you can use it across like all the different categories that you create. And then everything you ever need is at your fingertips in an instant. With Paste, it's unbelievable. Okay, so app number 2, I promised you a free quick app, and here it is right over here. This one's called Alt-Tab right here. Now you have to go to their website, and I'll have a link in the description. You can't download this from the App Store, but you can check out the code. Obviously, it's open source. So here it is right here. Now what does this do? Remember on basically older Windows PCs, you can go ahead on a Mac, you can do Option Tab. It's going to show you, the problem is it's just going to show you the icons of the programs that are open, and it doesn't show you kind of what's actually on the screen of those applications. Well, this actually does. So let me actually just kind of minimize this here. So now if I click Option or whatever, Option Tab here on a Mac, you can see what happens. It's going to open up that same list, but look at it, shows me not only what the program is, but what's actually behind there. So you can see this is a Pages screen here, but I can see my letter there. So if I had multiple ones open, maybe with an image, I could tell the difference between them. I can tell I have a couple different Safari windows open. I can tell this is the Google one. If I go all the way over here, let me go right there, I can tell that that's actually the one I was just showing you the Alt-Tab program on. So I can go ahead and open up any application I want by visually seeing what's actually in the app there. I can tell this is the App Store, but I can tell exactly what app it is there. You get the idea, but it doesn't just show the icon, it shows what's behind it. Now, let me just show you a couple of the different settings here. That's really all it does. It's very, very simple, but there's a couple cool settings. Let me just show you. Okay, so once you're in here, there's a bunch of settings, and you can see that you can keep the thumbnails like I just showed you. You can go back to the app icons here, just like the normal Mac has, or you can actually list them like this, which is kind of a different way to list the apps. I actually, the whole value of the program is using this. And now if you want them to even be bigger here, you can go down here, it says preview selected window. You can turn this on here. I just turned that on there. So let me go ahead and minimize this. So now if I go basically the option tab here, you're going to see that the window behind it will actually come up. See the window behind it? I'm going to click on this. It's going to show the window. So now you can see the whole actual program behind this as I'm going through all the different programs here. So it's going to give you a bigger representation of what you're going to actually be opening. See that? It's not going to just be in the bar here, but it's going to be behind there as well. That's really all it does. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other settings in there that you can do as far as, how it's going to open the animations and stuff. But in a nutshell, it takes 2 seconds basically to install it. And then there you go. So if you want to go ahead and see visually what you have using kind of the old Alt-Tab there, it's totally worth it. Let me know what you guys think on that second one, and we'll kind of wrap this up. All right, but it's really the Paste app I wanted to talk about today. That's an app that's pretty incredible. Like I said, I use it all the time. If you can imagine all of your information just in one spot ready to go, as you kind of fill up all those folders, any key information that you always want to use is right there. There is a way to actually do a free trial on that one as well. I think it's up to 1 week you get, and then you can go ahead and cancel anytime. So definitely give it a free shot there. It works perfectly, and you can cancel if you don't want to. But the reason that you don't, it's very, very addicting. So I guarantee if you actually download it, start using it, you're going to be paying for it, unfortunately, for a long time. But anyways, it's the one kind of paid app that I use all the time. Let me know in the comments if you guys have ever tried it, or if you know of anything quite like this, and we will see you guys in the next one. I love that app. Peace.